every movie. This is my point. My point is this. If you're going to silence R. Kelly for the sick shit that he did, then you got to silence Harvey Weinstein also. But don't just go after the black man because, what he did is so disgusting. Man, go after any sick motherfucker that's out there.
Bill Cosby is in the penitentiary.
Right. I'm getting ready to go to him too.
His television show has been basically
canceled.
Yeah,
they take it off the airwaves,
yeah.
Right? But Charlie Sheen, 2.5 men, whatever it is.
That shit running like
it's
water.
on every day.
Right. It's syndicated and all that shit.
Oh yeah, he was passing out.
Yeah.
He was giving that package and admitted to it.
Yeah.
So
ain't that like a super crime?
That is a fucking felony.
No murder.
Especially if you knowingly.
Yes.
Hey, and that's all we said.
Multiple. That's like serial killer.
Right. He should be under the jail. And this is the point, viewers. If y'all gonna be outraged at the black men, which half of the shit that they got on us, the charges, is false. But even if the nigga did it one time, I understand. But if you're gonna be outraged, be fully outraged. I understand if they want to be outraged, but I'm just saying if you're gonna be outraged,
be outraged at it all.
Be at it all, yeah. And here go a couple of movies that I know you probably watching, and your kids is watching, and you at home.
But be outraged at everybody.
Yeah, everybody that's doing some fucked up shit.
They was at the Playboy mansion.
Yeah, man, check this out.
They can have Avatar. They can have Avatar.
Listen, man, Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Bro.
That's Harvey Weinstein's company. Yeah. Lord of the Rings, all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, however many they got.
Keep that shit too.
That shit is on the Weinstein company. Motherfucking Silver Linings Playbook. Yeah, I know y'all like that shit. Yeah.
What the fuck? Never heard of that.
You ain't never heard of that movie?
Hell
Never watched it.
Oh, bro, with what's your boy?
I did.
De Niro.
No. De Niro's in there. De Niro's in there, but the dude from Hangover.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper. That's a cold ass movie.
It was
that's pretty good.
With the girl Jennifer with the Lawrence. Yeah, that was a cold ass movie. But it's off the Weinstein company. So I'm gonna keep going because there's a whole bunch of them.
Oh man,
and I know your kids is probably watching Ella Enchanted. That's on the Weinstein company. That's a little girl's movie. The Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which one?
TMNT. That's
the throwback shit.
This nigga said which
one. But
if
your kids is watching
Secret of the Ooze.
That's
the Secret of the Ooze.
You supporting Weinstein or Steen indirectly. I know it's Weinstein. I was playing on words, man.
I'm talking about Ronello.
But
I'm gonna get a couple of more, and we gonna
take off my movies.
Oh yeah,
Django.
If you like horror,
Django.
If you like horror flicks, Halloween 1 and 2 is on there. So when Halloween come around, I don't want to hear people talking about, I gotta watch Jamie Lee Curtis. You know what I'm saying?
And
Michael Myers.
In the 80s?
The Halloween 1 and 2, yes.
So is that why they remade it?
I don't know.
They motherfucker like 3 times.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That Rockstar.
And I'm gonna hit y'all with one more since y'all like horror flicks.
What is it?
I'm gonna hit y'all with 2 more. Scream. All the screams is from the Weinstein company.
But the first part, nah.
And this is one that's gonna shut everything down. Everybody like Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Bro.
I ain't saying we ain't canceling nobody though. I'm talking about he directed.
But it's a Weinstein.
It's a Weinstein production.
Yeah, production.
So I'm just saying these are the movies that y'all covet and y'all love and it's near and dear to y'all hearts. So if you're gonna cancel R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, or whoever that's you think that's just the scum of the earth, disgusting. These are some of the movies that Weinstein, who got convicted, he got convicted for pushing the girl's face in his crouch. That's one of the charges. Come on now. Is that not some sick ass shit?
I mean, they should have did something from that from the get-go. Bill Cosby didn't do no shit.
Hell no. They ain't pushing me.
Give me the
That's some sick shit.
Give me the head.
Right. So I'm gonna hit y'all with one more. Goodwill Hunting and how you like them.
They can keep that shit. They can keep
Weinstein. That's his
What's
production.
up with these murder hornets?
Murder hornets.
That
I heard
shit
about
sound
that
like
shit.
a scary movie.
Yeah.
Somebody was talking about that shit. Talking about
That's some shit they
somebody got stung with that and lived though. I was like, what the fuck?
They say you might be able to live if you
I
get
don't
stung
want
with
to
one, but my nigga, multiple stings. If that one hits you about 4 or 5 times,
That's
you
like
can go to cardiac arrest.
Senior hornets. I'm scared of them.
They said that
Fuck
bitch is 3 inches long.
You gotta see.
Then the hornet that's
You can see.
it's
Then the
already
regular
out.
hornet, yeah.
You can see.
Damn.
You can see that coming.
And
They
you
got super
exactly, and you know when we see a wasp
That's
or a hornet coming,
That's a locust.
you already see like you already be looking like, oh. So if that big motherfucker's flying to you and it's 3 inches long
Where they at?
in Washington,
Oh,
right
I'm
now.
about to say.
I'm just saying. What?
They always get some
What
shit
in
in
the
Washington.
biblical times is that?
Bro,
shit?
they out there
Yeah,
doing
right.
some Scientology shit.
Hey, where these Bible thumpers at? That's not in the Bible.
Nah, I'm just
I heard
saying,
a locust.
That's what it sound like. It sound like some shit
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man, they just trying to take the population out in all forms.
So they tell you. So they say, oh, so niggas ain't standing inside, so he's gonna
kill him.
They
Kill
gonna
him.
release some bugs.
That's fucked up.
Y'all ain't standing inside long enough.
Man.
Okay, I got you.
We got some bugs. Fuck a killer
I got
bee.
you. I got you.
We got killer hornets.
The murder hornets.
Well, you didn't even name it that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, the murder hornets.
Damn.
That sound like
That's
a
what I'm
basketball
saying.
team.
You didn't even name it that. It's like y'all playing a game.
Hey, when that team coming out?
Wow.
The murder
Oh,
hornets.
they in Charlotte.
They don't have
Right.
on the way.
Nah, they made Charlotte.
They made
That's
Charlotte
gotta be
hornets.
some
They
Them
said it was
Golden
like
State
a,
hornets.
no, they said it was like a Japanese hornet or something.
Yeah. Asian hornets.
Why everything gotta come from over there?
That's
Leave us
what
alone.
Propaganda, man.
Leave me alone.
That's how they do. That's how they do.
Propaganda.
They said,
Throw shit over there. They throw shit over
every
here.
disease. This shit came from Africa.
Or that's the
All this
Spanish
shit, all
flu.
this, it's just who they want to
Yeah.
fuck with at the time.
Yeah.
That's,
Or the
that's
China
Now,
virus.
now they want to fuck with Asians, so everything that's bad is coming from fucking Asians.
So
Yeah.
basically the indirect. It's an indirect
funk.
like funk, like we beefing, man. I'm gonna just throw some subliminal shots at y'all. You know what I'm saying? And China already mad because they said, listen, it was this and they took it down real
They
quick.
taking us to the.
It was a
take us to the.
it was a YouTube video that this scientist was talking about. She said
taking
that
them to court.
check this out, bro. She said that Wuhan, the lab that's over there, they got a $3.4 million grant last year from us. So Wuhan is where the shit took off at. And you heard the Chinese government over there saying that our military started it. And Trump saying they started it. So we talking about,
Pointing fingers and shit.
but if we got a lab in Wuhan and these niggas got a grant for research and development, and this shit is pop, and this shit is out this year.
Flus and shit all the time.
Yeah.
Listen, they were doing national security drills a couple of years back.
Mm-hmm.
They've been preparing for this for a while.
Oh yeah.
This is something that's been coming down the pipe for,
Obama
for
said
a little
it.
bit.
Obama said this shit.
Anybody that's acting like they're surprised.
Nah, but he said it's gonna be a
Or-
virus.
I mean,
You
that's
know,
because he in on it.
this is
that make
not
that
a
nigga
shocker.
nostradamus.
No, I'm not saying that. It was like he said they were preparing for a while. That means they've been showing signs. They've been throwing signs out there. They've been saying little
My
shit.
nigga, if it's, but they, it's patented.
In the
If
U.S.,
somebody patented it,
the
that
government
means they own it.
basically hides in plain sight.
The disease.
Yeah. I know chemical warfare type shit.
And they got the antidote to give you the cure. I said that shit before. I told the
that
nigga.
shit is the vaccine push.
Well, they got the cure too.
In
If you
Africa,
creating the virus,
they
you
have
got the cure.
created an herbal drink that they claim cures this COVID-19. Now, of course, they outlawed it from coming here to the States and all of that. But they have an herbal drink in Africa, I forgot the name of it, that is, they're claiming that cures COVID-19. Now, what has happened is they have manufactured a disease and it is mutated in a way. They basically created Frankenstein.
They said it's 17.
And they thought they could control it. They thought they could keep it, under wrap, but they can't.
I don't think they want to control it. I mean,
So,
especially if it's population control.
what they're doing now,
I mean, since it got noticed, they
they are
they don't
taking
care that it get out there.
social distancing laws is the new Jim Crow, basically.
Yeah.
Social distance, because when you go out to certain suburban areas of the country, those people are doing basically what they've been doing every day, walking their dogs, they're jogging.
Yeah.
Everyday life everything is normal.
Hey, if you pay attention,
But
only black people are tripping. White people walking their dogs, their kids,
Yeah.
everything.
Jogging with their shirt off.
Yeah.
All day.
Right.
But
But it's in the
only,
air.
It's only black people talking about
Stay home,
so we can
yeah.
get off of punishment.
But
That
you will
shit
look at the
about-
difference
Right,
in
right,
how
right.
they enact certain
You know
laws.
what? I look at it like this though. Look at how
Let them land. Let them land.
black people are so spiritual. They believe in everything that.
So what's hell in this?
Nah, that ain't got
No.
That ain't got nothing to do with
Dig
things.
this.
Right.
People still being.
They gonna believe everything that basically
The propaganda
The
push.
white
propaganda.
men laid down. The white men laid down.
Right. They've been hiding in plain sight for years. They put it in movies. They put it in TV,
Movies, TV,
They believe
all
in that
this.
shit.
man.
and they hide in plain sight. They tell you what's going to happen, and it's basically to desensitize you to when it actually the shit hits the
Actually
fan.
lays it down.
You know,
Yeah,
and
when it actually blow
There
up.
were thousands of Jewish people out at a funeral,
Oh yeah. No, you
And-
talking about in New York.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
and
Because there was a rabbi that died.
Yeah,
They
they
had
said
his
it was
funeral
like a million
in Brooklyn.
Correct.
people up there.
Yeah.
He
and
said a million.
The mob of people.
they
It was
attempted to arrest one of the.
It was a mob of
individuals.
people. I don't give a fuck.
And
It was
they
like-
arrested him without harm, without
Yeah.
tasing him.
They detained
without,
him.
You
They
know,
detained him.
without any.
One of the dudes that was arguing with him.
But here we have a black family leaving a funeral.
Yeah. And they
And-
molly-whopping us.
They beat the fuck.
They basically
I ain't see that shit.
assaulted a young woman, snatched her wig off, and
Yeah.
and just for leaving a funeral.
Yeah.
Right.
So they get to decide when to enforce these arbitrary
Yeah.
laws.
Yeah, they cherry pick
Public
who
safety.
they gonna go after. Matter of fact, this is what I look at it as. When the police, especially in New York, because you don't even have to go outside of New York to say the difference and look at the dynamic of how they treat black people and how they treat other cultures.
Yeah.
Because when they treat black people, they don't need an answer from the higher up. They don't need validation. They just gonna whoop your ass right there. When it's a Jewish person, or if it's a regular Caucasian, or if it's somebody that's esteemed in New York City, they gotta get approval to do something.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying?
You know why?
Custody and shit.
Do you know why?
Oh, I know why.
There are
I know why.
repercussions for doing harm to these people.
Exactly.
There are no repercussions for
doing
harming
harm to
black
us.
folks. There, understand this, black folks.
We see that every day.
There has to be repercussions for killing black folk.
Exactly.
Period.
It needs to be. And
When-
we gotta be the ones that started though.
They arrested a white woman at a park with her
They
children.
not finna.
The very next day,
I seen that shit.
there were a group of white people at the police arresting officer's house. You understand? Immediate action.
Yeah.
We can no longer afford to scream no justice, no
Right.
peace.
That's passive.
And
Marching and shit.
that's
marching
passive.
and making sign. It's not going to change. They're not going to do anything
Hey
different.
man, let me tell
than
you
what
something.
They have
Let me
been
tell you
doing.
something, man. The message of Malcolm X has been diminished. You know what I mean? Because
No.
we don't have that by any means necessary type of mentality no more.
I would agree to disagree. There are some stand-up dudes,
Some,
and there are some
but as a
stand-up men.
collective, as a collective.
Yeah, as a collective.
As a collective, we ain't standing up. What are we doing? I don't see nobody. I'm talking about people on the scene. When you see the police roll up and it's 20 of us and it's 5 of them, but because they got guns and shit, we gonna get our ass whipped? Man, please.
We need to be codified.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
It gotta start within our community.
Yeah.
We don't have to be.
Because
we don't have to be in large numbers.
The same as we seeing the police doing what they doing. Everybody know Lil Ray Ray or whoever the fuck that then shot Lil what's her name.
Yeah.
And all that shit. We're about to go shoot Lil whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
So ain't nobody stopping them either. So you gotta stop the whole situation.
That's part of being on code.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's part of being on
we can't just be
code.
outraged with just the police.
Right,
Yeah.
but part of
be
the code
outraged
is
all the time.
Yeah,
Yes.
like all the time. Like you gotta go to this cat house, this cat. If you go to the police house, and we gotta go to this dude's house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bring him to justice or whatever you want to call it.
Street justice.
I mean, this person,
It
that person,
can't-
because
yeah,
everybody
it can't
know
be.
the town too small to not know who fucking with who, and it's crazy because everybody knows somebody knows. So it ain't nothing but a phone call you can make and be like, "Hey, bro, chill out."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Nobody want to do that because everybody think the shit be funny at the time to somebody lose their life, and then it's like, "Oh, I could have prevented that."
But
And
that's
you know you could have prevented that because you know both parties. You know what I'm
that's what
saying?
these kids
But-
doing though.
Especially before they start, before their lives get taken, y'all can dead that.
So do you think
Because it be petty.
the generation before us dropped the ball somewhere?
Nah,
I'm not
nah.
blaming it on nobody.
Nah, you can't blame it on one
I ain't gonna
generation.
blame it on nobody.
It's generations.
I mean, it's just
dropped the ball.
It's learned
Wait a
behavior.
minute.
We dropped the
Learned
ball.
behavior.
Somewhere.
Wait a
We
minute.
did
We
stuff
dropped the
wrong
ball
and
too,
shit.
though.
Everybody do
Wait a
shit.
minute.
How do we pick up?
Nobody's perfect.
We start from
The
here.
ball got dropped.
We start from
Nobody.
here.
People
The
gotta
ball.
want to get on call.
Listen.
That's the only way.
The
You
ball
gotta
wanna
didn't
change.
get dropped. The ball got took, bro, by the law.
Man.
When they was separating kids from their families.
Listen,
Bro, it was one point in time in the 60s when the Black Panthers was building the nation. And we had the FOI with the Islam.
Black Panthers had the
The
first
Nation of Islam.
form
That's
of
not our
welfare.
era.
And
The Black Panthers was the government
We
when the
talking about
government didn't want to work for black
military.
people.
Exactly.
And military.
School programs. That's how they got a
We
school
talking about
breakfast program.
program.
Because of the Black
All of
Panthers.
that.
So my point is if we can rise back up and get that confidence again, because it's needed now more than ever, like we started the show with, if you don't have a weapon,
Showing love today gets you hurt.
But
Yeah.
not for your brother.
No.
yeah,
not for
it
your
ain't
brother.
it ain't for offense, it's for defense.
Correct.
Yeah, we gotta be able to protect our families, our neighborhoods.
And you don't gotta show nobody, man.
Yeah, we don't need to know you got it.
Making guns, they made drugs.
Hey, bro, if
got guns.
everybody got one,
What the fuck is you showing yours?
yeah.
God, man.
But look,
What we need to do is start training with them.
Yeah.
I always, but look, I'm like
Yeah,
this.
because I'm about to take
I'm
my
like this,
sons.
no, bro.
I'm
Man.
definitely about to do that.
They doing it.
And we still
They got
don't-
their sons.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we still don't have an army. They got advantages that we just don't.
We don't need an
Oh.
army. We need a code.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something real quick. This is crazy because everybody in America mainly is celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Everybody Taco Tuesday, oh, it's Cinco de Mayo, oh, we getting this, we getting that. If y'all understand the method behind Cinco de Mayo, it wasn't the Mexican Revolution.
It was the Moors.
No, it was the Battle of Pueblo.
And the
It was
Moors
between the
fought
Mexicans
that
and the
war.
French.
Yeah.
That's the war.
Yeah,
The
that's,
Mexican and the French. And the French was like we are now. They had
That's-
all the fancy weapons. They had all this shit. And they went into Mexico in Pueblo, and them small little army they had whooped their ass.
But you know who were
Clean
who
this
was
wood, make
doing
it
the
They just
dominating?
killed more.
They were dark-skinned, melanated people. They have
the French army.
Original Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. I can pull it up. They
this
have
year,
photos
they
of them
recognize-
celebrating in blackface because
they
the
recognize
people who
that.
helped them win their war
Yeah,
look like you and I.
that's the point.
Dude,
That's the
yeah.
point. Is that
I gotta
is
Google
that
that.
the army in Mexico in
People don't know
Pueblo
that shit.
was a small army, and they got help from us because remember at one point in time,
Well, you
France-
can look. They celebrate.
France
They
owned-
celebrate Cinco de Mayo in blackface for this reason.
right, and you look at the bottom of the United States where France used to own Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, all them states that's got them names like that. That was the French owning all of that, and the
Like ports.
and the U.S. really got help because if you think about it, the Mexicans helped get their enemy out of here too, and that's kind of how we've been doing. We have wars
the red
here.
coats, the blue coats.
Yeah, but we actually have wars where we using two people to fight against one another,
Yeah.
and we getting rid of two enemies at once.
Yeah, like the niggas.
Yeah, and I don't say we loosely because I'm not a part of that. I'm a citizen here, but I'm not a part of the construct. You know what I
Not
mean?
like they use it,
as far as
doing
the
it just like this.
yeah, the whole the what they call it imperialism. I'm not a part of that. I'm a citizen here. As a matter of fact, I'm a prisoner of war. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
It's on our homeland.
we ain't never bro, in the Constitution, bro, we ain't even considered citizens, man.
Correct.
Still, they never
I wanna
amended
see
that.
Dred Scott.
Yeah, I mean that's
The dress got
that goes to show why we're treated that way.
exactly. So if you know that that's what we are,
But people don't want to leave.
exactly,
They can't shoot your dog, but they can shoot you.
exactly. You can't shoot their dog.
No,
They-
police won't shoot.
Yeah.
you.
Police
Police will shoot your dog too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if you act like that motherfucker a family dog, they gonna pay your ass millions. They pay.
Who they pay?
They pay that white boy millions for
What
their
the fuck
White
are y'all
boy.
talking about? What the
White boys. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
For
I'm just saying. He played like that motherfucker was his family dog, and that motherfucker.
Yeah, it is. That's what they do.
They started saying,
He got a bedroom and everything in the house.
Nah, he sleep with them.
Well, yeah.
He sleep with them.
But he do got a bedroom though.
Right.
Everybody I know they got a bedroom.
All right, let's segue into
Yeah, let's segue in
the Baltimore Ravens guy. What is his name?
Tom Brady going to motherfucking.
He said,
Baltimore Ravens.
What is his name? This incident that happened
Let me do my
with Baltimore Ravens NFL player.
Was the quarterback?
Okay, you look it up. I'm gonna set it up.
Yeah.
So, Baltimore Ravens NFL player was he got caught cheating by his wife, and him and his, I believe it was his brother, were in an Airbnb with
Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas. Okay,
Yeah.
Nigga named Earl.
Earl Thomas.
Earl.
And
No, he fucking around.
him and his brother in an Airbnb
That
with
Tiger Woods daddy
some women they had met, some ladies they had met or whatever. His wife got his phone and tracked his location through his Snapchat.
Okay.
She then took his
What
pistol
does he do?
and called a girlfriend of hers, some of her partners, a ride or die crew.
The crew.
Yeah, they pull up to the
The
location and go in, and she puts a loaded weapon to this man's head.
His weapon.
His weapon
That's crazy.
to his head.
So listen. First of all,
Is it really worth it, ladies?
is it worth going through all of that
Is it really worth it, ladies?
when you know you wasn't in it
That's crazy.
for the love anyway?
Listen, I'm not advocating that he was in the right for cheating on his wife or whatever. That's his personal choice. If he wants to live that type of lifestyle, hey, that's on him. But is it worth it for you to risk going to prison for the rest of your life
Man, Kiki.
over a man who decides he wants to be entertaining other women.
Shit, Mayweather's daughter thought it would be.
Yeah, she didn't go.
She stabbed that chick.
She did.
Is this a rising trend of
Like she was trying to put her
violence
seatbelt on.
in relationship as it pertains to female perpetuators?
I ain't gonna say a rise. It always been like that. You just
that ain't nothing.
depending on what female it is, she gonna snap different. Than
Should the consequences be as swift and severe as if a man had perpetuated the same crime? So if I found out my lady was cheating on me and I put a loaded gun to her head,
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Hey, they said the girls
go. All you gotta do is go put it back in the closet and be like, my bad, I didn't really.
Hey, check it out.
How that works.
Hold on 1 second. One of the viewers, hold on, bro. One of the viewers is saying she claims she didn't know it was loaded.
And I got some land for sale.
But that's the whole
Right.
But that goes back to
You gotta show.
Get you a firearm and know how to
use
it.
it.
Say this.
All that shit.
You wouldn't know that. I mean, you wouldn't.
And that's a lie anyway because you got a loaded fucking gun. You
Do
don't
you
know.
remember Steve
Cock
McNair?
that motherfucker.
Yeah, that girl was crazy.
Yeah, we should. But I'm just saying.
But that was the side chick who killed the
For you to
nigga.
not know it's loaded. That's the reason you ain't supposed to be grabbing.
Correct.
Correct.
Exactly.
With
You know
even
what I'm
taking
saying?
the clip out.
You don't know how to
Well,
use it.
Hold
know,
on.
You
yeah.
don't know how to use it.
Any good
Exactly.
lawyer
You
tells
could
you.
have killed him.
She was unaware
Yeah,
that
what?
there was still a round in the chamber of that gun.
The gun in itself is intention.
Correct.
Yeah, it's based on intent.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It's
she's
intention.
And she called somebody to help her.
Yeah.
Kiki.
She called somebody to help her.
Hey, that's Wild Wild West.
Yeah, she supposed to
You
be
called
good.
Kiki and Cheryl and all them.
You couldn't got a
Hey,
knife,
bro,
a
hey.
skillet.
Hey,
You
if
couldn't have
you
waited
even
till he
go-
got home and served him
If your
some
girl even
papers.
said that you went to go get a gun,
Right.
and
That's
she never even
intention.
saw it,
That's the intention.
she
bro.
ain't getting his bail. Probably gonna be ridiculous.
Man, exactly. If the girl even tell the cops he own a gun, they finna do some checks.
That's because most of these
But
niggas out
it's
here
my
shooting
business.
girls too, though.
But yeah, we
Don't
gonna
mind.
hold it for ballistics. But
Yeah.
we'll give it back to
But
you.
chicks is killing niggas too.
Once we
Getting
find
less
out,
too.
We saying
ain't no bodies on it.
we talking
You get it
about
back.
the double standard.
I know what I'm saying.
She's not saying that she getting.
She
off.
was charged with aggravated
was
assault with a
charged,
deadly
but-
weapon.
It would be
That
more than
should've been
aggravated assault
attempted.
if you was a male.
It would have been attempted.
Yeah,
if
It
you
was attempted
nigga.
murder
Yeah, it was
charge.
some attempted.
Hey, my one of my viewers say, we gotta remember that when we step out, it could cost us our lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's true. It
Yeah,
could-
that is real
and
tough.
it could be on the side of the girl that you cheating on, like Steve McNair. She killed him when he could have been at home with his wife. He out with the side chick,
Bengals.
and she killed him. Or
The Bengals
who was
cat.
that got set up and they got shot at by some niggas when they was fucking with some chicks, football players?
That is killing.
How
But
many?
the Bengals
Countless
player,
black men for
Right.
How many? How many?
the Bengals player got spin off on, remember?
Yeah.
Like
Who was
shit.
that, Pac-Man Jones?
Hey, how many books can we write? Hey,
Gang shit.
look,
He
hold
was
up,
some
hold
dumb
up, hold
shit.
up, though. Now, the nigga that was in Carolina that had his baby mama killed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you talking
He
about
killed
Ray? You talking about Ray Carew?
Yeah, he killed him.
No, he had his goons.
Nigga, she was in his trunk.
Yeah, he was in the trunk.
Well, he did have somebody help him.
He
I thought it was a
had-
side chick.
He had him.
Nah, that was a girl.
No, I'm saying I
No,
thought his side
cuz,
chick got to do with something.
Nah,
Ronell.
somebody else.
Do your research.
Cause you the one said it.
Do your research.
You the one said it.
Dougal said.
Dougal said it. I just didn't know who was in the car either. I'm trying to see.
We telling
But
you,
he ended up
but you
having-
telling us.
She killed him, but he had that baby. Though. He still had that baby. Though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
like
the baby
he
lives?
likes
Yeah,
No, the baby didn't live.
special
cuz.
needs now though.
that's crazy.
Because I guess when he
But
was
a lot of
trying to
football
kill her,
players was killing girls.
Yeah.
then.
No,
Good
no,
sign,
no, not the way
Yeah.
this shit went down. cuz.
I mean, kind of.
Don't say that, man.
Baltimore Ravens.
And you make it
That wasn't the girl.
That's who we were. That's
talking
who we
about
were.
Ray Rice. He just beat her up.
Nah, not Ray Rice.
Oh, no, he gave her one.
What's his name?
Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
We said
He
Ray.
killed the nigga at the nightclub.
We said Kareem.
I don't think he
He
killed the
sliced that
He
nigga.
stabbed the nigga. though.
No, that nigga, he killed you.
No, he didn't die. He didn't die.
Dude,
No, he died. The whole
Oh
time
yeah,
was on
but I
trial
think he got
first.
killed like twice though.
Yeah.
Cause he stabbed
He
the
got
dude at a
off, like-
Super Bowl party.
Yeah,
He
that's
got
what
off
I'm talking about.
twice.
That
Yeah.
dude died from that stab wound.
Oh, I thought it was a different incident.
No, he sliced the nigga. I don't think the nigga died. I ain't sure.
Man, Dougal.
I heard the whole. I remember the whole line was on trial for murder. The whole defensive line was.
So, with that being said, okay,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't advocate, if you're married, you should honor that.
Right,
You know,
right.
Yeah.
Respect that. If
I
you're
ain't
married,
fucking
respect
nobody
that.
white.
Hey, listen.
I'm not saying that it was okay
Yeah.
for her to go put a loaded gun to this man's head. You know, but if you're married, you cannot control how people are gonna respond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you should respect it. But on the flip side of that, if you haven't been living under a rock, there's a video that's gone viral about a radio personality named Kendra G that interviewed some girl. Well, she's not a girl, she was a woman. She's 30 years old.
Grown woman.
And she had a 9-month-old baby, and her husband was currently hospitalized. And
God, the
she
rich.
went on to Instagram Live to actually see if Kendra G could help her find a replacement for her husband who was currently hospitalized and dying in the hospital.
Right.
Now,
That's some.
Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah.
I think
Talking about
some
they had an
things
I ain't seen that
are
shit.
worse than cheating.
Yeah.
And that would be one of them.
Talking about why she want to wait. And
That's
shit.
the
Yeah.
lowest of the low.
She said
because
you have to keep one in the chamber.
yeah.
As Thomas' wife
So they was like, is he dying?
did not know
Yeah.
there was one in the chamber.
And they was like, so
Hey,
is
bro,
he
just
dying?
think- just think how many-
She was like,
Not
she was
women,
reassuring
but
them like
people
he's gonna
think
die.
that.
Right.
Just think how many people think that.
Right.
Think like
They looking for the replacement
They already
Before-
looking for a replacement
yeah.
before it's even out.
before you
Expired.
even.
So that
yeah.
comes to the question: is monogamy a real thing in 2020?
Man, monogamy has never been a real thing for black people, man. We listen. Naturally, we come from a polygamous society, and that's just come from us being in Africa or wherever we, started at, and it was more. It was more of family type of environment. You know what I'm saying? As far as using multiple people and succeeding in the actual.
Correct.
Yeah, use
Correct.
it. Yeah, because think about it. If you got, listen, we'll talk about it, and I know a lot of women don't want to hear about it, but let's just say you got a guy. He's healthy, strong, young, can have kids. He meets a woman, she's 30s, 40s, she can't have kids. Okay? Is he supposed to, he loves her to death, but is he supposed to be like, he may want a kid one day? So at the end of the day, if she already got 3 kids, she can't have no more, would it be okay for them to bring in another woman?
Well, they're gonna
Surrogate
say, well, you
mother.
can adopt, and you don't have to bring in
Surrogate.
a woman.
And that's just not
Listen,
for you, bro.
the bottom line is
About
polygamy.
saying,
she already got 3
Polygamy
kids.
is
Sure.
bigger than
Do
having
you wanna have one
a sexual play chest
Right,
of
right,
women.
right.
You know that polygamy is not about that.
And that's
For
the
one, let me tell you something.
It's a
If
big
you don't
price.
got your money right, you don't even need to be thinking about no polygamy because you can't handle one woman.
Yeah.
You know, you can't deal with one woman,
But
let
let me-
alone
but
five.
Let me,
you
let
know,
me say this though,
Go,
because
try to survive.
it's certain
When I
it's
get to talking
it's
shit,
really
I'm
not-
gonna be on my shit.
it's really not about it's about money if you're thinking of Western society,
Everything
but
is
it's
about
people
money, though, cuz.
but it's people out here that have different lifestyles and different cultures to where money is not the most important thing.
Right.
I know some brothers who is Muslim, Orthodox, or Nation of Islam, and they have multiple wives. Now, it's not on a perverted level, or it's not about all the money. It's about having a larger family and having people that can bring more to the table. You know what I mean? So that's the polygamy side of what that is like.
Trying to eat up the game.
The modern day.
Many hands make light
So
work.
you have a woman,
Yeah.
you have a woman who's a teacher. She's homeschooling the kids. You have a woman who's driven. She's got the corporate job. You have a man who could be a farmer. He's building the farm. He's got the other woman who's farming with him, and they making sure everybody eats
Kids,
naturally.
But it's usually one
And
man.
it's multiple uses.
Polygamy is not
that you
about
can
having
have.
an orgy.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
understand.
that's a menage.
Yeah. It's not about that.
Right. It's about having a
You didn't
family.
know, you know now.
And you have, if you got 2 or 3 women, them 2 or 3 women can have kids at the same time. So women that want more than one husband, you gotta understand, if you okay with 3 husbands running up inside you every week, every day of the week,
That's something
so
that-
be it. If you
that's
got enough
something
money,
that
you
don't
can handle
see
it.
on a regular basis.
Exactly, but that's the retort that women have
Right,
when
right,
men start talking polygamy. They never see the beneficial side of, oh, I didn't know that I
Having
could be a
other
sister wife,
cats.
and now we can have a huge
No,
family,
no,
and we can
Have
do this and do that.
2
and-
houses, 3
yeah,
houses.
and
Right,
think
right,
about it,
right.
bro. If you got a house or you renting, and you paying $800-900 a month for rent, and you doing it by yourself, it's gonna be tough to pay all those extra bills. You know what I'm saying? So if you got 4 people in the house with you,
But that's
how much of that takes off
But
of you?
that's because you making babies.
can run it up.
cuz.
Making babies.
You ain't gotta make babies to pay $1,000 rent.
No.
Big.
He's still stuck on the orgy part of it. That's not what he's talking about.
Come on,
man.
dude.
No, that's the last part I'm talking about. And they'll tell you that one thing I don't care about is
Polygamy.
having kids.
Yeah. Well,
Having kids, bro. That's
It happens, it happens.
what's wrong with having
Listen,
Ain't
kids?
nothing wrong with having children.
What's
Wait a
wrong
minute.
with having kids?
There's nothing wrong with
let
having
me
children.
Settle
finish
people down.
talking.